I'm here with two completely different types of amps that you can get. One is like a more of a classic one, the Fender Frontman here. It's very small, lightweight, you can take this anywhere with you, but it has that classic Fender sound. And the other is a very modern modeling amp here. It's also very small, a little bit heavier, but it's the Positive Grid Spark 2. So this is what you can do with your money, these different types of things. So I think the Fender Frontman has its place if you want that Fender type of sound, and if you have like a separate effects pedal or effects rig, then you can take this along with you. It's perfect in this size for practicing, but you can gig with this as well. It isn't that loud, but this one is the 10G, the 10 watt amp, so it isn't that loud, but it's still perfectly fine for like practicing. And then this one, well, it has all these built-in effects, so you don't really need any separate effects if you're using something like this. And of course you get also some modeling in here, some modeling amps too, so you can set all of that right within an app. So this one is app connected, one of the most modern things, and this one is just an amp. But I really have loved Fender right from the beginning of my playing career, so I think comparing these is quite fun. So this playing over the Positive Grid Spark 2 right now. Now let's turn to the Fender amp real quick. So you can get a few different effects here with the Fender. You can set the gain, the volume, treble and bass. So that is pretty cool. And you also have an aux in here, so you can play along with your music. So I think that is a nice addition, getting both through this amp. Now the downside of this is you can't really change the amount of music you get through it. And with something like this you have a separate music and guitar knob, so you can set the level of the music and your guitar separately. So that is a nice addition with this as well. But with just a classic model like this, having that aux in, I think that's pretty cool too. But you don't get any additional effects when you use this. I don't really mind, but having just a little bit of reverb on there, I think that is quite a nice addition to have just in an amp if you're going to use it as is. So not everyone wants a lot of effects, but having the option of a reverb, that gives just a lot more sonic possibilities, and something that you really want if you're playing guitar, I think. And then you can also have like a crunch channel here, so that is cool as well. Yeah, so the amount of gain that you get from there. So you can go pretty loud with it if you want. I think it's enough wattage, enough amp here with 10G to use this for practicing at home, and you can always put a mic in front of there, but it isn't really a gigging amp, I think, this thing. But I have been using this at home here without any issues, and this is like the most crunch that you can get out of it. So more a little bit of that lighter, crunchier Fender sound. And of course here you can get any crunch that you like. And you can set all of that in the app as well. So let me share that real quick here. So right now let's go into the amps. You can set everything for your amp right in this device. So this is a rhythm tone, and now let's go to the lead guitar tone. So already that's a lot more oomph here. So I think getting something like this, it does give you a lot of bang for your buck. You don't need any separate effects pedals. So if you're going to opt for something like this, for that classic Fender sound, I think this is perfect for like if you're going to play blues or a little bit less heavy rock maybe. And this you can do just about anything. So well, that's the difference between getting an amp like this, a Fender Frontman, which I really love, and then the Positive Grid Spark 2, which is probably enough for like small gigs, and definitely enough for like your effects. And you can even pair that with effects switches like these Control X. You can control everything from the stage and don't need to fiddle with the knobs. So if you get this and then maybe expand to like a controller, this could be like your main amp that you practice with and go to small gigs with, or the practice rooms to gig with your band. So those are the differences here, and I hope this video has helped you make your choice between like a classic thing like this and a modern thing like that.